Hi, back at you from Tamala's Testimonials and Trattoria and Smokin' Pit. I am again using the Ninja Foodi and then going to do another low-carb dish where I'm doing a turkey breast as well as some Fautatoes. I'm going to use cauliflower and make them into a mash so that I can show you a low-carb mashed potatoes as well as low-carb gravy. But first I'm going to show you how I'm going to pressure cook this turkey breast and then crisp it at the end. Alternatively, you can do this in the oven or in any pressure cooker and then place it in the oven and crisp it. But for convenience sake, I'm going to go ahead and use this contraption that I have because it's just absolutely fabulous. So what I've done is in my Foodi, I have my 2 cups of chicken broth, as well as some lemon slices and some of the herbs that I have grown in my garden and then dehydrated. Pretty damn proud of these things. Took a lot to dehydrate and then get them ground down. Regardless, lemon slices are not usually used in a traditional Thanksgiving turkey, but in my home, being Italian, I use lemon and mint and herbs all the time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the turkey breast in here now that you've seen that, wash my hands, and then season it and go on from there. Okay, I'm back. So now what I have done is place the turkey breast in the Ninja Foodi. She's sitting pretty. And from here, you will notice that this is the air crisping lid, which I'm going to use this feature perfectly at the end to crisp my skin as part of the turkey breast or chicken, in my opinion. And there is this feature, which is the pressure cooker feature of the Ninja Foodi. It's a 2-in-1. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place it on. I need to turn this baby around. What I did again in the pressure cooker is add the chicken broth, 2 cups, garlic cloves, lemon juice, herbs, salt and pepper. I salt and peppered, herbed, and seasoned the top of the breast with garlic powder, onion powder. And then now, mind you, I'm still completely new at this thing, so forgive me with that and the videoing. Here, I'll let you see. You gotta be really careful with this thing. There. Alright, so she's sealed. And at the top here, you'll see that there is a pressure valve, which I'll show you in just a minute. I think I'm just going to go ahead and just start her. Alright, so I'm going to hit start. I am going to pressure cook this for, what did I say I was going to do? 35 minutes. And then from there, I am going to then let it slow release for 12 minutes. So, pressure cook on high, temp, high, time, and this was a completely defrosted breast, by the way, 5 pounds, 5.5, I think. Hit start, and it's going to start counting down. You'll see there, the blue little light there shows that it is pressure cooking. And you need to look at this valve, and you'll see that it's set to seal. After a few minutes, we'll see this button right here pop all the way up, and then you know that it's pressurized. So, be back in a few minutes, approximately 35, to show you that it'll go down to the 12-minute setting feature of slow release, and then we'll see what happens from there. Okay, so I'm back, and now we have let it pressurize, and we have let it decrease in time to the 12 minutes so that it depressurizes. I'm going to show you now. I always use a glove for this because it makes me nervous. I don't want to burn myself. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. Until that button pops down, you cannot release this valve. And so this turkey breast has been pressure cooked. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to then set it for 400 degrees and air crisp it so the skin gets super crispy. So you'll see how fast this depressurizes. On most pressure cookers that I've owned, it does not take, actually it takes a long time. This thing is super quick. But you'll see it in just a second. I hope it hasn't fallen apart. And then what I plan on doing is doing the Fautatoes with cauliflower and making a gravy with low carb and making this an awesome, oh, see, quick, that's how it goes. And there she is. I should probably turn it this way. She's pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. So now I'm going to dump all of the broth out and then put it on air fry, which I'll come back in just a minute. I really need a GoPro. Okay, back again. Now you can see that it is, the broth is gone and she is just waiting to be air fried. So I'm going to take a little bit of the, I can't believe it's not butter, and spray her down so she gets all crispy because all those herbs are still on top. First time doing this. Again, I'm really bad at this whole videotaping thing, forgive me. And now I'm going to set this lid down, which if you can see there's the fan, and set her on air fry. Actually, I'm going to do it on bake roast. Alright, so let's bring it down. And I'm going to do it for 400 for 10 minutes. So let's see here. Alright, so start bake roast. I'm going to bump her up to 400. And I'm going to do it for, what did I say I was going to do it for? 10 minutes. Let's just see what happens. And hit start. And we'll see how it goes. Like I said, one of the great features is you can look this up and keep seeing whether it's toasty or not, but hopefully we get the crispy skin because that's my favorite part. And I'll get back to you in just a few minutes. Okay, back. Now after baking, look at that. That's crispy skin. My favorite part. I don't know if you can hear that. So now I will be taking it out, letting it rest, and then starting on the gravy portion. I now have the broth that I cooked the chicken in, and I'm getting ready to hit sear saute so that it starts to boil, which you'll hit, where's it at? Here we go. Sear saute. Ouch. Here we go. High. And start. So now this should start to boil. And then I plan on adding Carb Quick, which is 2 grams of net carbs per cup. And I'm not even using that much. I have that in here, which I've mixed with some of the broth. and then we will go from there. So, coming back to you soon. I'm so new to this. Alright, I don't even know if the last part recorded, but what I did was I added the broth from the turkey breast, as well as letting you know that I put it on the saute feature to get it to go boiling. And then what I said, again if it didn't record, is that I added some Carb Quick to it to make it into a slurry for gravy. So that's what this is. So this was added to the broth, and I've got it pretty much whisked to the consistency it should be to hopefully make this gravy. This is my first time ever doing this, so we'll just see. So I'm going to add it to the broth and let it go from there, and hopefully it will turn into gravy. We'll see in a little bit. Well, I'll be damned. There's the gravy. And that thickened up really well. Here, let me grab my spoon. Sorry, still new to all this. But that Carb Quick did great. That was trial and error for me right there. But not bad. I mean, it's a little thin, but it's still going to be great for the turkey. So now on to the faux potatoes. But not bad. Pretty impressed.